Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanie and I am the blogger behind simplelivingmama.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about math curriculum supplements. So to get started, math is definitely not my strong suit, and for my oldest two kids, they don't really enjoy math too much either. So I have found that even with whatever main math curriculum that we use, that I need to supplement, especially with math facts and learning multiplication and stuff like that. So we do use teaching textbooks for our main math curriculum for all of our kids who are in second grade or above. So, and that works out really well, but they do need extra practice, like I said, with those math facts and all of that stuff. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the things that we use and also just talk about a few of the things. So the first thing that we use is called Fast Facts. Now this actually came with one of the packages from My Father's World. You can buy it from My Father's World, you can buy it from somewhere like christianbook.com or something like that. And what it is it is a non-digital way to practice math facts. So what your child would do is put a blank piece of paper behind this card here, and they would try to answer as many problems as they can within 3 minutes. And then they can just flip the card over and check their answers. So it's very simple. They have an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, and a division card. And yeah, it's a great way to practice math facts with pencil and paper. Another thing that we use is digital. It's called Xtra Math. It's an app and it's a website, and your kid gets a profile, and they go through and they complete math drills. So, they'll start out working on their addition, and once they get through those addition facts and have those down pretty well, they do subtraction, multiplication, and division, and all of that stuff. Both of my kids like it okay. They like trying to race the clock, and they seem to be doing really well with it. You get a progress report to your email as the parent, so you can see where your child is with all of that as well. Another thing that we use for just multiplication facts is musical multiplication. Now, my oldest doesn't really care for it, but my daughter and I both seem to really enjoy it. And what it is The Good and the Beautiful created several little songs and jingles to help children memorize multiplication facts. So you get an MP3 download and you can listen to it. There's 4 different books. They're little books that line up with the songs that you get on the MP3, and you can just listen to them. You can do it during morning time or any downtime you have, really. And the songs really do stick in your head and help you memorize the multiplication facts. Along the same lines as that, I've found that my kids were still, even with drills and all of that, struggling with multiplication. So I decided to give Times Tales a try. So I got the home edition of Times Tales. I bought the digital version, so that way I can just play it on my computer. And what it is it's a mnemonic device, really. It's not necessarily jingles, but each number is assigned a character, and then the characters participate in different little stories, different tales, and the child watches it. Now, it's kind of silly, but the silliness is also something that helps you remember the story. And when you remember the story, you can remember the answer to the multiplication problem. So that's one that we've really been enjoying. I kind of put it on hold a little bit during the summer to give my kids a break, and we're going to pick it back up once we start school again here pretty soon. It came with a set of printables, so I can test my kids once we have gone through all of the different stories and stuff. I can test them on their multiplication to see how much they've retained, and there's all kinds of different things in there. And I have a blog post that talks a little bit more in detail about this, as well as I'll leave a link down below if you're interested and you want to go check it out for yourself if you have a kiddo who was struggling with multiplication. The last thing I'm going to talk about is not really a supplement, but it is something that I use as a supplement. This is Life of Fred, and Life of Fred can be used as a full curriculum. I have implemented this during our morning time. I have the elementary series. I'm probably not going to move on past the elementary series when it comes to Life of Fred, but my kids really, especially my third child, he really seems to enjoy these stories. So Fred is a funny looking guy, and he has different adventures and stuff, and they're all related to math. So it's a completely different way of approaching math than what I think most of us are used to when it comes to, you know, how we were taught and how most curricula teaches kids. But it's very much story-like, and it's in story form. So you read the story, and then once you get to the end of the story, you have your turn to play, where the child can, you know, answer some different questions that go along with the story. So, for example, in this story, number 1 is, what is 5 plus 4? What is 4 plus 5? What time is it? Fred is 1 yard tall. How many feet is that? If you have forgotten, it's okay to look back 2 pages to find the answers. And number 5, how many members does the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have? And it says this was in Life of Fred Apples. Then number 6, 2 plus 5 is, and this was in Life of Fred Apples. This Apples is the first in this series, and this is Butterflies, and then it progresses on. So it is it's a fun little thing to do when you have some time you want to sit and read and then work some math problems, especially if you have a math-minded child. Like my third kid, he is very math-minded, so he enjoys these things right here, these books. All right, so that's my top 5. That's what I use to supplement, what I use to add some fun to our math curriculum, what I use to help my kids with their multiplication facts, which seems to be a stumbling block for us with my older kids. I'm gonna tell you about something fun that's going on right now. I have partnered up with some of my homeschool blogging friends, and we are giving away 3 $200 gift cards to christianbook.com. You can get a lot of these things that I mentioned at christianbook.com. You can get any kind of curriculum just about at christianbook.com. So we're really excited to help some homeschool families out with this giveaway. So all you need to do to enter is you're gonna have to hop on over to my blog, and there is a Rafflecopter widget at the very bottom of the blog post that goes along with this video, and you can enter that way. So if you do enter, good luck, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.